17th century Rome. Music, churches, the grandeur of kings and queens, and a world where women lived behind curtains. In that world, a girl was born. Her name was Artemisia Gentileschi. Her childhood was nothing like that of a princess. Her mother died when she was very young, and at home, it was just her father, Orazio Gentileschi, a renowned painter. When Artemisia first held a brush, she was just 12 years old. But there was no play in that brush. There was a storm. While other girls played with dolls, Artemisia was painting souls onto the canvas. But her greatest challenge wasn't color nor canvas. It was the society which said, "A woman? An artist? That's laughable." To teach Artemisia painting, a well-known artist came to the house, Agostino Tassi. He taught her art, but he also broke her. He broke Artemisia's trust and acted inhumanely with her. Now pause. Just think, a 17-year-old girl who loved her art in her very own room. That same trust was taken advantage of. But the story doesn't end here. Back then, there were no DNA tests, no forensics in court. Instead, the court would ask, "Did you say no to him? Did you invite him yourself?" Fingers were pointed at Artemisia. She was the one made to stand in the witness box. She was made to suffer so much that had she been lying, she wouldn't have been able to endure it. But Artemisia didn't scream, not even once, because she knew. Truth doesn't need to scream, it just needs the strength to endure. That trial didn't break Artemisia. It only fueled her fire even more. She returned to her brush, but now she wasn't just filling color. Now her art had become the voice of justice. She painted a work titled Judith Slaying Holofernes. It's a biblical story where a woman named Judith puts an end to a tyrant. But in Artemisia's painting, Judith wasn't some imaginary woman. She was Artemisia herself, and Holofernes, he was her abuser. In that painting, there wasn't just color. There was the rage of every woman who had ever stayed silent. Every scream of every girl who had ever been silenced. She made the canvas her testimony. Her brush became her voice. Artemisia was no longer just an artist. She had become a movement. She took mythological and religious stories, but didn't glorify men. She made women the heroes. She became the first woman to be admitted to Florence's Accademia delle Arti del Disegno. She was invited to England, into the courts of kings. But the biggest thing wasn't how famous she became. The most important thing was, she changed the face of history. Today, when you see her paintings, they don't feel like just art. They feel like a scream, tearing through the wall, saying, "Enough." Even after 400 years, Artemisia's story gives courage to every person who has suffered injustice, whose voice has been silenced. She taught us, you can break my body, but not my soul. You can steal my childhood, but now, my brush will rise against you. Now the question is, you too have a brush. It could be made of words, or pictures, or sound, or just a thought. But when the world comes to break you, remember, Artemisia was broken too, but she used her broken pieces to create one of history's boldest stories. If you too feel Artemisia's fire, then share this, because you never know which Artemisia might find her courage in your video.